Two classic choices for your next home. One big question: which one really delivers? On the left, apartment, affordable urban living with convenience. And on the right, house, spacious living with long-term value. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Quick overview before we jump in. We're gonna pit apartments and houses head-to-head on monthly cost, space and privacy, maintenance, long-term investment, flexibility, environmental impact, purchase price, and of course, who each is actually best for. So if you want the big picture, stick around. Let's kick it off with monthly cost, because honestly, who doesn't want to know where their money's going every month? Apartments usually come out ahead here. You're looking at around $1,750 a month on average, so yeah, that's like $380 less every month than houses. Security deposits aren't as scary either, but you can't build any equity and your rent can go up when you least expect it. Now with houses, you might be staring at an average of $2,130 a month, and there's all that extra maintenance to budget for. But you do get to build equity, and if the property appreciates, hey, that's money in your pocket. So, on sheer affordability each month, apartment takes this one. Now let's talk space and privacy, because sometimes you genuinely want to walk around in pajamas, right? Apartments are all about compact living, think 800 to maybe 1,200 square feet. You'll probably run into your neighbor in the hallway and your backyard's basically, well, the local park. On the flip side, houses, you get so much space. Most are in the 1,800 to 2,500 square foot range with a yard, maybe a garage, multiple bedrooms, the works. Plus, you can belt out those Taylor Swift tracks in the shower because you have full privacy. The catch? They're often away from the city center, so get ready for those longer commutes. Still, for privacy and roominess, the winner here is the house, no doubt. So, maintenance? Oh, and trust me, this is a biggie. Apartments are like super chill here. You don't have to worry about mowing the lawn or fixing the roof. If something breaks, you just call up the building manager and boom, done. Sometimes you might pay HOA fees, but generally it's pretty hands-off. With a house, it's all on you. Plumbing issues, landscaping, regular wear and tear, it's your circus, your monkeys. You've got freedom to renovate and all, but you'll need time, energy, and, honestly, a bit of patience. If you want easy, the apartment wins this category hands down. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that in 2025, apartments are averaging $380 a month cheaper than houses? But here's the twist. Houses actually offer way better long-term appreciation potential. Kinda makes you think, right? Alright, let's get into long-term investment potential. So apartments in hot city spots can definitely appreciate, and they're great for rental yields if you want to be a landlord. Plus, barrier to entry's a bit lower. But, and this is big, the value of the actual land isn't really going up for you, and the building's value can drop over time. But with houses, oh man, land is king. Over time, it usually appreciates, and if you rent it out, each unit can bring in more. You build equity and you get more predictable value, but it's a steeper hill to climb at the start. So, if you're playing the long game, house clearly takes it here. Now, flexibility, where do we even start? Apartments are perfect for folks who just want to pack up and go. You can nab a shorter lease, sublet your place, or even find fully furnished spots. Your career's taking you to the other side of the country? Boom, easy move. Downside, you sacrifice some stability and are always at the whim of your lease terms. But if you want to really plant roots, a house is much steadier and you get perks like refinancing and long-term stability. It does take ages to sell or rent out, and moving, prepare for a multi-month saga. So if you crave freedom, apartments take the win. Let's chat about environmental impact. So with apartments, you're sharing walls, meaning less heat loss, less energy wasted, and things like centralized heating and cooling. It's honestly more efficient per person, plus it cuts down on urban sprawl and makes walking or using transit way easier. There are some drawbacks like limits due to shared infrastructure. Now, houses let you control everything, and you can go all out on solar panels or eco-friendly upgrades. But real talk, the footprint is a lot bigger. You use more utilities and suburban sprawl. Kind of a negative. So on green points, apartments are actually the winner here. Let's look at the purchase price if you're buying. Well, apartments, especially condos, are way more affordable. The median is just over $362,000, and you don't need as much for a down payment. Great for first-time buyers, right? But you don't fully own the land, and those HOA fees do add up. With houses, you're talking about a median of $434,000-ish, so that's a much higher bar up front. You get the land, no one tells you what color your fence should be, but you gotta come up with more cash and be ready for bigger closing costs. So for affordability and jumping in the market, apartments are going to win this one. Now, who's each best for? Apartments are ideal if you're single, a couple, maybe you're a young pro or digital nomad, someone who likes living in a walkable city spot and moves frequently. There are downsides though, like less privacy and not great for a big family. Houses, though, are basically the dream for families who need space, people wanting to settle long-term, pet owners, and anyone looking for more stability or a yard for the kids. On this one, honestly, it's a tie. It all depends on your life stage and what you value more. So if we look at everything side by side, monthly cost, space, maintenance, investment, all that, you can really see each shines in different places. Apartments dominate in cost, flexibility, and environmental scores, while houses win out on space and investment. It's a pretty interesting matchup. If you're after flexibility, lower cost, and just generally want things to be easy and urban, I'd say apartments are calling your name. But if you're thinking long-term, maybe starting a family, wanting total control, building equity, then honestly, a house is a better bet. Figure out what fits your vibe, and you can't really go wrong. If this helped you finally decide, awesome. Forward it to someone else making the apartment versus house choice. Trust me, they'll thank you.